Okay, so let's first talk about the basics of the wheel. If you go on the website, you see that there is really no specs about the wheel itself other than its diameter, its width, and its durometer. So it's 120 millimeters in diameter, it's 65A durometer, and it's 60 millimeters wide. Now I'm told that no rubber is made with these wheels and it is actually straight polyurethane. That's a little hard to believe, but if that's actually true, then my hat's off to them, because these wheels feel even softer than the onsra 115 rubber wheels. They're also bigger in diameter and have a flatter contact patch. Now they're on sale right now for $152, and with that you get the 44T pulleys, the 280 belts, and of course the 120 millimeter MO wheels themselves. Now the stock street setup on all the Zealots utilize 260 belts with 37T pulleys. So that's why you are given a 280 belt rather than another 260. Now here you can see on the left side is the new pulley for the new wheel, which is different from any other pulley we've ever seen. On the right side is the Evolve Kegel pulley. So if you want to utilize these wheels, you have to use the Backfire pulley. Now if you look at the back of the actual new pulley versus the back of a normal Evolve pulley, the hole for the bearing is dramatically bigger. The reason for this is because all the Zealots axles have a very strange thicker piece on the base of the Backfire axle. So all the pulleys that we are used to with the onboard Zeus, the Evolve Haitian, the Evolve GTR, the B1 Titan, the meepo Hurricane, all those 2-in-1 boards we are all used to cannot utilize these pulleys. Here's an example of a base axle that we are used to, the onboard Zeus. Just like the boards I read off, they all look like this. So if your board has this axle and this type of pulley on the left side, you cannot utilize these wheels because the pulley will not fit your axle. Now what's also worth mentioning is the center core of the actual wheel itself has a bigger diameter than all the other wheels that we are used to, which means the bearing is going to be a bigger diameter than all the other bearings we are used to. So if you wanted to change out an aftermarket bearing and put in a better one for this wheel, unfortunately you cannot. Now let's talk about the carve and grip feel of these wheels. I was pleasantly surprised while riding these new wheels. I thought they were going to compromise the ride feel because of the diameter of the wheel is pretty big, and I didn't think they would have this much grip. Think of the onsra 115s, but with a better contact patch and a softer durometer, and of course a bigger diameter. Now you put all those together and you do have an all-terrain type feeling underneath your feet, which every Zealot customer has been looking for since day one. The past 3 years that I've been in the e-skate community, I still see posts all the time. How do I get pneumatics on my Backfire Zealot? Whether it's the OG Zealot, the S, the S2, or the X. Now this is as close as you're gonna get. Now let's talk about how the wheels perform with bad roads. Here you can see me specifically trying to run over the bad parts of the road, and it is handling it perfectly fine. I'm gonna let the footage do the talking, but this I can promise you, these wheels are as close as we're gonna get as a pneumatic tire for a Backfire Zealot. You have the comfort, you have the all-terrain capabilities, you have the grip, and now you have the bigger wheel diameter to run over things like this, and yet zero chances of any punctures. Okay guys, acceleration test on the Backfire Zealot OG with the new 120 millimeter wheels. Go in turbo mode. 1, 2, 3, go. So keep in mind, the bigger wheel diameter you utilize, the less acceleration you will have off the line. But Normally you pick up a little bit more top speed, but in this case, they decided to utilize a 44T pulley rather than a smaller pulley, so it offsets. So the bigger pulley helped a little bit with the acceleration to help offset with the big wheels, but a larger pulley will also take away from your top speed. Alright, let's check the ride up. 28.9 miles per hour. So let's just call that 29 miles per hour. As for range, I'm a 155-pound rider and the temperature was about 39 degrees Fahrenheit. I got 11 miles while using the OG Zealot and the new Backfire 120mm MO wheels. Now I hit a bunch of hills, it's very cold out, I carve a lot, and this is the smallest battery setup all the Zealots have. So if you have an S2, an S, or an X, you will get more range. Final thoughts. So like I mentioned before, if you have any of the Backfire Zealot series and you want a pneumatic tire, this is as close as it's gonna get. I would say this feels about 75% as comfortable as an air pneumatic tire. And we all know you cannot put an all-terrain tire on the Zealot boards. I'll even go as far as saying that they're more comfortable than all airless pneumatic tires that are for sale on 2-in-1 board setups. Plus, they're also smaller, softer, and have a wider contact patch as well. So on a street board, even if you could put an airless pneumatic tire on one of these boards, it would just feel very funky and abnormal. I also have to mention the price is only $152, and that includes pulleys and belts as well. Buying an all-terrain kit for a 2-in-1 board is usually north of $200. So if you have any of the Zealot boards and you're looking for that pneumatic type of feel, you want that grip, you want that comfort, and you really have bad roads and you finally want to take your street board off-roading, this is a fantastic choice. However, if you're looking to put these wheels on a 2-in-1 board or different types of board, unfortunately it will not work. What I also don't like is that they do not have smaller pulleys that are available for these wheels. I think people with the Zealot S2 and the Zealot X would love a smaller pulley to reach higher speeds along with the grip and comfort these wheels have to offer. Also, a friendly reminder, we are giving away a set of Tarmax wheels, Omni E-Skate gear drive kit, and a Tynee Mini Pro 3. You must be a subscriber to the channel, drop your comments below to enter, and you must live in the USA. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.